92 wins. The Brewers have won the Central for the third time in 4 years. They'll be a tough out in October. The Mets, they're just trying to make sure they get in.
Francisco Lindor DHing tonight. Missed a week and a half with lower back pain. The Mets don't want him going back-to-back at shortstop just yet. Francisco Alvarez left last night's game with back spasms. He was moving around really well earlier today. He is not in the starting lineup, but is available. And finally, the Brewers' Sal Frelick crashed into a wall playing right field last night. No fracture, no ligament damage, but he has a contusion on the muscle that protects his pelvis. He was unable to put weight on his leg earlier today, and it's unclear whether he'll be available for the wild card round.
Meanwhile, here's a guy the Mets have been without for the last week. Francisco Lindor going through those back problems. Brewers will go with an opener to start. It's Jarred Koenig.
Well, he's going to throw across his body and kind of sling some stuff up there at about 96 with movement. Good breaking ball and changeup. And really, for the Mets, they know they're going to face a right-hander after this. They have to win the battle early to create pressure on Milwaukee and stay ahead of them, because they are tough when they got the lead.
Lindor swings through a good changeup from Koenig, and that's how the game starts here tonight.
And it'll bring up Jose Iglesias, who's batting second tonight, and he strolls to the plate on an 18-game hitting streak. And a breaking ball hit on the ground up the middle, base hit, going into left center for Iglesias. He'll take a big turn around first as it's played in by Mitchell. Jose Iglesias now has a 19-game hitting streak. Here's Mark Vientos, who homered last night.
That strike three call to Vientos was a cutter that wrapped over the outside corner. And 2 strikeouts in this first inning for Koenig.
So here's Nimmo, lefty-lefty matchup for Koenig.
Nimmo hits it hard, but Adames sprawls out and makes the catch to end the inning.
He's the definition of a pitcher in today's game that is relying so much on stuff. You see his record. He's kept the ball in the ballpark. He moves the ball around. Doesn't throw a ton of strikes until he has to, and that's the one thing he recognizes. He's facing a dangerous team.
This is the first pitcher that Jackson Chourio ever faced in the big leagues, Jose Quintana. And he's on to start things off here tonight. A leadoff single for Chourio.
Well, I talked about the Mets have to win the battle early, and this crowd obviously knows where their team's going.
And there he goes on cue. Throw to second after a swing and a miss. Skips by Acuna into center field. Chourio takes off. As the umpire at second base, Junior Valentine, pointed at Acuna, I believe, as there was some contact between Acuna and Chourio at second base, but it is a steal, the 22nd of the year for Chourio after Mitchell struck out. Swing and a miss by Contreras. Good changeup from Quintana.
What's interesting about Quintana, and to talk about his success, is he doesn't get a ton of swing and miss, but this pitch right here just fades away out of the zone.
And Adames hammers one out toward left center. Bader moves over, makes the catch on the run to end the inning. The Brewers, a division champion, Tobias Myers, was part of the reason why. 25 starts this year, coming literally out of nowhere. Tobias Myers had a very nice season for the Brewers. Alonso hits this one softly. Adames surrounds it, sets his feet, throws high, and throws it away. It went into the dugout area, so Alonso will end up at second base as Willie Adames fired it over the head of the first baseman Hoskins.
Alonso, not the most fleet of foot, and this ball just sails on him.
And so the Mets with a runner in scoring position, nobody out, and Starling Marte, the batter.
Marte hits it right to the third baseman Ortiz. One out with Alonso still at second base.
The 0-1 looped in the air, shallow right. That might fall. In comes Chourio, makes the catch. Chourio closed quickly, reached down and made the play for the second out, and Alonso is back to second. 2-2 the count to Bader. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a slider, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, an error. 1 left, middle of the second. Sanchez was 1 for 6. 3 games with the Mets last year. Quintana's 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Looked like a changeup, but got him there. And for Quintana, his 3rd strikeout. So 2 men away, and the pitch swung on it, missed, strike 3. He got him with a breaking ball, and that retires the side.
Mets and Brewers, game 2 from American Family Field. Roof is open tonight. Lindor batting left. Hit hard to second base. Fielded on 2 hops by Monasterio. Straightens and throws, and down goes Lindor for the second out. 1-1, line in the air towards center. Mitchell coming in, makes the catch. Side retired. Tobias Myers, 2 scoreless innings. Quintana's looked pretty good tonight. Here's the 1-2. Check swing. He went around on a changeup, fading away. Got him. Now for Quintana, that's now 5 strikeouts, no score. And here is Garrett Mitchell. Strike 3 called, got him on the outside corner. Another borderline pitch, but right in Adrian Johnson and Jose Quintana's wheelhouse.
26 years old. He bounced around a lot. He was drafted by Baltimore, ended up in Tampa Bay system, Cleveland, the Giants, the White Sox, then the Brewers. It's his 6th organization.
Vientos swing and a miss and a beautiful changeup. He struck him out. 3rd punch out for Myers, who has now retired 7 in a row. Pitch, swing and a miss. How about this from Tobias Myers? Blew away Brandon Nimmo. Back-to-back strikeouts to begin the 4th. 2 down. That brings up Pete Alonso. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Tobias Myers, who strikes out the middle of the Mets order in the 4th inning.
But whatever Quintana's done over the first 3 innings now into this 4th, whatever he did over those 9 days to stay ready, he has looked good. Got him swinging high fastball. So twice tonight he has struck out William Contreras. 7 punch outs, 1 out in the 4th.
Line shot back through the middle and into center field. Base hit. That whizzed right by the dome of Quintana on the mound. Kind of bail out of the way.
Adames off first, 3-1. Up and in, he walked him. So first trouble of the night for Quintana. First time he's allowed more than 1 base runner. And here's a guy who homered last night, Gary Sanchez. At the knees, got him looking 2 down. Sanchez takes 91 right there. And Quintana has his 8th strikeout.
He walks Collins and loads the bases. That's 2 walks in the inning. Now Joey Ortiz will have a chance in a big moment for Milwaukee. But the base is loaded. The runners go on 3-2.
Line toward left center field. Bader over. He cannot get it. It dumps in for a hit. Adames is in. Hoskins is in. Collins to 3rd. Ortiz a 2-run single. 2-0 Milwaukee in the bottom of the 4th. Served into left center field. A softest line drive deep over the shortstop, but well in front of Bader in left. And it is Milwaukee who does strike first and snaps Quintana's scoreless streak. 1 strike away for Quintana, and now Andrew Monasterio. Got him looking outside corner. Monasterio flips his bat, rips off his helmet. Didn't like that call. Takes strike 3, and the inning is over.
Well, if the Mets know that 2 or 3 innings, they've got some work to do to get this game tied. They're going to face a lot of leverage relievers for the Brewers.
Starling Marte drives one toward the right field corner. That slices fair into the corner. As Churios saw it bounce out of play, so Starling Marte gives the Mets a lift here in the 5th with an automatic double to begin the inning.
And the Mets have a runner at second with nobody out, and Luis Torrens coming up. Swinging a ground ball to short. Marte crossing over. Adames up with it. Throws to first in time for the out. And Marte goes to 3rd. It was not a particularly hard hit ball. And so with 1 out, Harrison Bader, the batter, and hit towards short. Cut off and caught on the fly by the 3rd baseman Ortiz, moving to his left. And there are 2 men away. And so that's the 2nd out. And Luis Angel Acuna will be next. Swinging a fly ball to right, fairly deep. Back goes Churiel, makes the 2-hand catch. And that retires the side. Leadoff double from Marte, nothing more.
Churios has a single and a steal tonight. He's also struck out Quintana's fan 9. And Churios hammers one out toward left. Nimmo's racing after it toward the wall. It's off the wall. Churios at second base to lead off double.
So the Brewers get their first extra base hit of the game and have a runner in scoring position with nobody out for left-hand hitting Garrett Mitchell.
29th double to go with 21 homers and 21 steals in his rookie year. Now Mitchell bunts 3rd base side. It moves Churios to 3rd as Vientos throws out Mitchell. The Brewers doing their brand of small ball. They move the runner over after a leadoff double. Mets get into their bullpen here in the 5th, and it's Phil Maton to face Contreras with 1 out. Ground ball, Acuna on top of it with a backhand, and the throw retires Contreras.
Play infield in, less angle to work on getting to the ball, and he smothers it.
Churiel walks his lead down the line from 3rd. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a breaking ball, side retired. So Churiel doubles to lead off the inning, and the Brewers don't get him in. Bullpen has largely been a strength for Pat Murphy's Brewers, and this is a bullpen game. Swung at it, missed, strike 3. As he got him with a pretty good slider. And that's the 1st out, and the 8th time that a Mets batter has struck out in this game. Swung on it, missed, strike 3, another slider, and Iglesias down on strikes. 2 men away. Mark Vientos coming up. In there, strike 3 called. He got him with a fastball, and Yoel Payam strikes out the side.
So the Mets Haven't been able to solve the Brewers pitching tonight. If you don't get to Mirror as well, it's Devin Williams in the 9th inning.
And so here is Alvarez now to hit for Bader. Alvarez felt a lot better right after the game last night, but it was scary.
Waves and misses on the slider from Mears. The Mets have now been set down in 11 consecutive at-bats since Starling Marte led off the 5th with a double.
Popped in the air, shallow right, a lot of hang time. Chourio there. Makes the two-hand catch. Side retired. Mets go in order. Brewers 2, Mets nothing.
Reed Garrett has not allowed a run in each of his last 13 appearances.
Walks have really hurt the Mets this year. And they have walked more hitters than any staff in the National League. They have thrown more wild pitches than any staff in the majors. And have also hit the most amount of hitters in the majors. Too many free bags. Now runners are at first and second. Nobody out for Willie Adames. Ground ball, shortstop hold, base hit, left field. Mitchell hits third. He's coming home. Nemo's throw cut off by Vientos as Mitchell slides in safely. And on at first with an RBI single is Willie Adames. And the Brewers have a 3-0 lead. That's popped in the air. Shallow center. Back goes Acuna. It's over his head. Falls in for a hit. They'll have to hold everybody up as going to third. And stopping there is Contreras. Adames to second. And Bauer's on at first. And now there are 2 men out. And right-hand hitting Joey Ortiz coming up. It's low ball 4. It forces in a run. He missed with a split, I believe. And it's 4-0 Milwaukee as Contreras scores.
There's a ground ball. It sneaks through. It's a base hit. Adames comes home. So does Bowers. The Brewers break it open. 4 in the 8th. It's 6-0 Milwaukee.
Yeah, you've got to have something going offensively that gives you a feeling like you can do what's opposite up in the last 4 games. And that starts really in the 9th inning, regardless of the score in this game.
Now we go to the 9th inning with the Brewers now leading the Mets 6-0. Their outstanding closer, Devin Williams, will get his work in tonight.
It's a little cue shot back to the mound. 1 away here in the 9th.
Here's Jose Iglesias.
Oh, no.
Check swing. He did not go with the fastball away. Ball 4. Now the Mets have their first base runner since Marte's leadoff double in the 5th. So now here's Vientos.
Williams let that one go by as the Brewers get the out at second base. Iglesias forced out as Vientos reaches first.
2 out. That's down to their last out. And Brandon Nimmo, the batter.
With a ground ball to Hoskins, the Milwaukee Brewers pitch a 2-hit shutout. They beat up on the Mets tonight, 6-0 the final. And as the Brewers are in tip-top shape for the postseason, the Mets climb gets a little bit harder.
The Mets have had little room for error, and unfortunately tonight it showed up in their offense. And this series, quite frankly, is going to come down to the Mets must win tomorrow, and the Milwaukee Brewers are going to sit back and hope that there's chaos on Monday. They want that scenario to play out.